Hello friends, my name is Ayush Kumar and today we will discuss about redox reactions. So friends, do you know that redox, the word redox is made up of two words and these two words are reduction, R-E-D for reduction, and OX, redox, OX for oxidation. So friends, redox reactions have two parts, reduction reactions and oxidation reactions. So before studying redox reaction, we must understand that what is oxidation and what is reduction. So first, let's talk about oxidation. So here, as the name suggests, oxidation, that means it has some relation with oxygen, right? So that's what oxidation is. Oxidation means gain of oxygen. Okay, oxidation means gain of oxygen. Oxidation means gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen. Okay, either oxygen will be gained or hydrogen will be lost. Okay. Now, oxidation has two more definitions also, apart from gain of oxygen and loss of hydrogen. The first is loss of electron. Okay, when a element or a molecule loses an electron, then it is also called as oxidation. Okay, loss of electron. Loss of electron means positive charge, because in an element total protons is equal to total electrons, right? So in a stable element right, number of protons is equal to number of electrons, right? So when an electron is lost, that means the number of protons is now higher than the number of electrons. So it means that oxidation is also done when a particular body or when a particular element gets a positive charge, right? That means gaining positive charge. Okay, so oxidation has four definitions. Oxidation means gain of oxygen, okay, gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen or loss of electron, or when the electron will be lost, then positive charge will be gained. So loss of electron or gaining of positive charge. Similarly, reduction has four definitions. Okay, the first is loss of oxygen. Okay, the first is loss of oxygen. Here it was gain of oxygen, but here it is loss of oxygen. The second is, now don't compare O2 with oxygen gas. Okay, it is basically oxygen atom. Okay, not oxygen gas, it is basically oxygen atom and hydrogen atom. It is not necessary that an element will only gain or lose oxygen gas or hydrogen gas. It can only deal with oxygen and hydrogen as well. So oxidation means loss of hydrogen atom and gain of oxygen atom, not gas. Okay, but it can be gas as well. Okay, so reduction means loss of oxygen. Okay, reduction means loss of oxygen and gain of hydrogen. Okay, loss of oxygen and gain of hydrogen, just opposite to that of oxidation. Okay, and the third is, here it was loss of electron, so here it will be gain of electron. Okay, gain of electron, here it will be gaining, here it was gaining positive charge, so what will be here? It will be gaining negative charge, because when an atom gains an electron, that means it gets an electron, then the number of electrons in that atom gets more than, okay, then the number of electron in that atom will become more than the protons, okay, the number of proton, then obviously the atom will get a net negative charge. So the fourth is gaining a negative charge. Okay, so that's what basically oxidation and reduction is. Okay, so when these two reactions occur simultaneously, then the net reaction, which is called, is redox reaction. Okay, when some atom is or some element is doing oxidation and some is doing reduction, then the net reaction is called as redox reaction. Okay, and whenever oxidation will occur now, so reduction will also occur. Okay, so both of these occur in pair. Whenever reduction will occur, oxidation will also occur. Whenever oxidation will occur, reduction will also occur. Okay, so now guys, I want to introduce to you a new number, that is oxidation number. Okay, the number is oxidation number. Now, do you know what is oxidation number? We know oxidation, we know reduction as well. But do you know what is oxidation number? So friends, oxidation number is nothing but the valency of an atom plus the charge. Okay, either positive or negative. That means, do you know what is valency? Yeah, valency is the number of electrons which can be added or removed from the last shell of the atom, right? Last shell or the last octet of the atom. Okay, so it is the valency, right? It can be 1, 2, 3, 0, right? Or 3, it can be 1, 2, 3 or 0, right? So this is the valency. So that means that in the last shell, either 1 electron can be gained or loosed, 2 electrons can be gained or loosed, 3 electrons can be gained or loosed, or 0 electrons are needed to be gained or loosed. That means that atom will be stable, completely stable, right? So this is just the valency. But when you combine these valencies with a charge, that means positive 1 or negative 3, then it becomes oxidation number, right? Whenever the valency is written only in the form of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 0, etc., okay, then it is valency. But when you combine it with, or when you write a charge that is positive or negative before that valency, it becomes an oxidation number. Okay, now a question must be raising in your mind that why I am talking about oxidation number, right? What is the relation of oxidation number with the redox reactions? So that's what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying now. So friends, oxidation number has a direct relationship with the redox reactions. So whenever a redox reaction occur, so you already know that whenever a redox reaction occur, two things will surely occur. The first is oxidation of some atom, right? And the second is reduction of some atom. Okay, some atom will oxidize and some atom will reduce, right? Some atom will oxidize and some atom will reduce. These two things will surely occur in a redox reaction. Okay, now let's talk about oxidation number and what is the relationship of oxidation number with the redox reactions. So friends, whenever a substance or an atom oxidize, then the oxidation number always increases. Okay, that means oxidation number of a substance when it oxidizes. Okay, oxidation. So when a substance oxidizes, then oxidation number will always increase. This number will increase. This number will increase. Okay. Now when a substance reduces itself, that means when a substance goes through reduction, then this number will always decrease. Okay, now let's say, and let's take an example. Okay, so you have understood about what is oxidation number. It is just the valency plus its charge, either positive or negative. And how would you determine that either I will put a negative charge or a positive charge? So for this, let me discuss an example. Here it is Na, right? Na is sodium, right? The number of electrons, that means electronic configuration of Na is 281, right? So this is unstable because in the last octet, that means in the last valency shell, only one electron is present, but it should be 0 or 8. Okay, either it should be 0, that means the sodium will either have a 2 or 8 or 288. So it is very difficult to form 288. That means it is very difficult to get 7 electrons from somebody. Okay, it is very difficult to get 7 electrons, but it is very much easy to lose 1 electron and become stable, right? So when sodium loses its 1 electron, then it becomes Na plus, and thus Na, that is sodium, when loses 1 electron, it oxidizes. How it oxidizes? Because it loses 1 electron, and that's what was the criterion of oxidation: lose of electron and getting positive charge. And here this is happening. Na is losing an electron and getting a positive charge. Okay, so here I am writing Na plus. Okay, now let's take a similar example. It is chlorine. Okay, now chlorine has electronic configuration of 287, right? 287. So here it is also not stable because the last octet should either have 8 electrons or 0. So it is very much difficult to lose 7 electrons, and it is very much easy for chlorine to get 1 electron from somebody. Okay, so what this chlorine does is that it gets 1 electron from somebody. Okay, so when it gets 1 electron, then its last octet gets 8 electrons, and thus this chlorine goes through reduction, because that's what was reduction. Reduction was getting an electron and getting an electron from somebody and becoming negatively in charge and become negative in charge, right? So that's what chlorine is doing now. Okay, and we write this as chlorine minus. So why we have written minus in the case of chlorine and plus in the case of sodium? Okay, because think now like this, that sodium has donated its 1 electron, but chlorine has borrowed some electron from somebody. So think like this, that somebody who has donated something is always bigger than a borrower, right? Somebody who has donated something, okay, somebody who has donated something is always bigger than the borrower who has taken that thing. Okay, so positive is greater than negative, right? So Na has a positive charge because it has donated something. It has done a good job. It has donated something. But chlorine has taken something. Okay, so it is negative, right? So now let's talk about that what is the relationship of oxidation number with redox reaction. So guys, we have talked that whenever a substance oxidizes in a redox reaction, then its oxidation number, that means valency with charge, that means its oxidation number always increase. And whenever a substance reduces in the redox reaction, its oxidation number always decrease. Okay, Now you can always remember it like this. Reduction means reduction, reduce. Okay, and the oxidation number also reduce. Whenever the reduction occur, oxidation number always reduce. Okay, so let's take an example now. Like this, Zn plus CuSO4 gives us, it is a single displacement reaction, right? So the product will be ZnSO4 plus Cu, right? Now here, what is the oxidation number of Zn? Now it is very important. Zn, now Zn has zero oxidation number. Now why zero oxidation number? Because in this case Zn is only an atom, right? And here an atom is a stable thing, right? It is a stable entity. That means now Zn has no need to take an electron from somebody or donate an electron to somebody. Okay, so it is Zn, it is stable and it is an atom. It is not involving in any giving or taking of electrons. So that's why here the oxidation number of Zn is 0. What is the oxidation number of Cu in CuSO4? The oxidation number of Cu in CuSO4 has some value because now it is taking part with SO4. Okay, it has given 2 electrons to SO4, right? So here the oxidation number of Cu is plus 2. And what is the oxidation number of SO4? The oxidation number of SO4 is minus 2. Okay. Now here, what is the oxidation number of Zn? Earlier, oxidation number of Zn was 0, but now oxidation number of Zn will not be 0 because now it has done it is now in the relationship with SO4, right? It is now in the relationship with SO4. It has now given plus 2 with plus 2 to SO4, and SO4 has accepted plus 2 electrons from Zn. That means SO4, that is sulfate here, has oxidation number of minus 2, right? Now what is the oxidation number of Cu here? As it is free, as it is an atom now, so it has no need to give or take any electron. That means here the oxidation number is 0, right? Now as you can see here, the earlier oxidation number of Zn was 0, and now after the reaction has occurred, that means in the product side, the oxidation number of Zn is plus 2. So here you can see that oxidation number of Zn has increased. It has increased from 0 to plus 2. That means Zn has gone through oxidation. Zn has oxidized itself, and Zn has oxidized itself to ZnSO4. Zn was earlier Zn, but now it has oxidized. It has gained an oxygen atom. Okay, and it has gained a positive charge. It has gained a increase in the oxidation number also. Earlier it was 0 and now it is plus 2. So oxidation number has also increased. Oxidation number which was 0 has now increased to 2. So Zn has clearly oxidized. Okay. Now what about Cu? Cu was earlier plus 2. Okay, when it was with CuSO4, but now Cu oxidation number is 0. So earlier it was plus 2 and now it is 0. So the oxidation number of Cu has reduced. So that's why Cu has undergone reduction. So that's what a redox reaction, right? When a thing oxidizes and something reduces at the same time, then it is called as redox reaction, right? And here that thing is happening. Something is oxidizing, that means gaining an increase in the oxidation number, and something is reducing, that means reduction, that means reducing in the oxidation number. So that's what all the redox reaction is. So thank you guys for watching the video.